We did it. An entire dungeon was cleared out of its denizens and looted by my party and I. I've always wanted to do such a thing, but was just not able to do so before in my life. The closest I've ever come to doing something like this was clearing a den out of wargs with my father, mother, and brother about 10 years ago. Vicious creatures. I certainly couldn't handle them alone. Grandmother, Oren, had tracked them back to their cave and left it for us to deal with since she had her hands full with the group of orcs that had come down in the spring. Being that I was a fully trained member of the Imnisvale militia, I knew how to use a spear and, in case anything got past that, my dagger. Besides, I had been asking Mother if I could take part in helping with the spring riffraff that likes to come down from the mountains, just like Father did if needed. The spring incursions didn't pose a problem every year, but it happened often enough that it was something the ranger protectors prepared for. I actually wanted to be a ranger when I was young, but as I grew into a teenager, it became clear that I didn't have the dexterity or agility for such a thing. I had the body of a fighter, bulky, strong, and, well, slow compared to my family who were rangers. I suppose it was my human side winning out there. I was taught the short bow from a young age and put it to good use out hunting, and even killing the odd threats such as a wolf or one time a goblin scout. Don't get me wrong, I could be a ranger, but not a very good one. I just wasn't able to keep up with my cousins and even my mother when I turned of age to be an adult. So I made the decision to stop, even though my family was still supportive of me. The militia would have to do, and like my two sisters, who were older than me, I would be a farmer too. It's a noble profession, keeping the world fed. And even beyond my own sisters, many within my extended family were also farmers. It was a common enough thing in Imnisvale, though the trades and being a merchant were also becoming popular. The town was starting to see real wealth around then, and it's only improved since. But things changed for me in my 20s. But that story will have to wait for another day. For now, I'd like to talk about my current adventure. Just what is this old undead thing? A skeleton? A lich? For some reason I just cannot place exactly what it is, for two reasons really. Its eyes. They seem so alive and not undead. And his voice. Old, yes, but it sounds too alive to be some hollowed-out dead thing. He claims that he'll be there in the future for me. For what, I couldn't say, but I also know deep down that he will have some part to play in my life. For good or bad, I don't know, but I do know it is called Withers. How fitting. So we cleared the dungeon, or old crypt, a crypt-to-Jurgo, we think. But there was one room that was full of traps, and we didn't have the means to disarm them. So when we do get that equipment, trap disarming tools that is, we will return and try and open that sarcophagus. We finally found Lae'Zel, though she too was in a trap, and when we communicated using our little tadpoles in our brains, she was quite demanding that I free her. Like she was in charge of us or something. The nerve of this Githyanki. I am starting to agree with Shatterheart about Lae'Zel. If this is an example of what all Githyanki are like, then they are not good people. So for me, it is a teachable moment, because what I saw in that book in the Nautiloid was that the Githyanki were at war with the Illithid. I suppose then that when two different groups are at war with each other, one doesn't automatically have to be the bad one and the other a good one. They can both be bad. Now, Lae'Zel said she knew of a way to cure us of the tadpoles, though I was more inclined to believe that she was just saying that so we would free her, but if there was any truth to what she telepathically communicated, then we need to listen, because none of us have any idea how to remove them. So despite Lae'Zel being thoroughly unlikable, we will listen and follow what she says about this crutch or something. Is it a group of Githyanki operating in the area? Sounds like it, but would they cure us too, or just Lae'Zel and execute the rest of us? I do know their kind can be completely ruthless and unforgiving. I clearly saw that too in that book. Seems like we are damned if we do and damned if we don't follow Lae'Zel. What a position to be in. Well, here we are. The campsite. Definitely need a long rest after all that combat that we experienced. Gale. I guess it's time we can just relax and talk to each other.
Go to hell.
Oh. It's very unfriendly-like. Was there anything in particular I did to deserve such a greeting?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. I'm just poorly making a point. Go to hell. An everyday expression. So trivial it's almost meaningless. But we've seen hell. It's real.
Mm-hmm.
And it isn't trivial.
No, definitely not. So, are you resigning yourself to becoming a mind flayer? Is that what it is? What's on your mind, Gale?
Devils, dragons, mind flayers. They used to be abstracts. Pictures on a piece of paper. What a difference a day makes. Now we have tadpoles slithering through our heads like carnivorous feti. That's not abstract.
You said carnivorous, so what exactly is it doing in our brains? I really hope it's not eating away at it. You know what? I've always been an optimist. I'm not too worried. We'll find someone who can help us.
That's the spirit. Let's be up with the lark. Find a healer before the wee one gets hungry.
Although it does rather, disturb me to think that it's eating at our brains. Perhaps our Gith Yankee friend would know. Is that... That is that lich-like creature. Did you really follow us? Well, it did say it would meet me again at some point. I suppose I should go speak to it.
What's up for discussion?
We meet again,
We do.
as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services.
You talketh old-fashioned like. Not to be rude, but what are you?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
You know what? I'm going to focus on the divine energy I feel from his presence.
There is a great divine energy indeed, but the source is unclear.
Well, it was worth a shot. So, what kind of services can a skeleton offer?
A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
You'll bring us back to life. Just free of charge? I don't think it will be free. That's incredibly powerful magic. Why is it so easy for you?
Because it is my calling.
Your calling.
There is little else to explain.
Are you a priest of Jurgle? Regardless, you mentioned a cost. What is it?
A matter of coin.
So you want payment for your services. Well, alright then. I've heard what you had to say. I still don't know what you are. But I'll just leave it as it is. I don't want to upset the lich skeleton thing. Goodbye. So he wants payment. Alright. If I was dead, I'd obviously give all my gold to come back to life. I'm not quite sure about everybody else, but I mean, I would pay what I could to bring them back to life too. I'm not sure about Lae'Zel though. She's very hostile. Alright. Asterion. Asterion. Gives me a weird, creepy-like feeling. I have no idea why, though. Let's go speak to him.
Your magician seems dour tonight. Must not relish the idea of sprouting tentacles. Understandable. Can't say I'm a fan either. It's just hard to join in when all of this feels so new. The night normally means bustling streets, bursting taverns. Curling up in the dirt and resting is, a little novel.
What? The nightlife. I take it you were a tavern goer. Give it a try. We'll need to be fresh tomorrow.
I'm in no place to rest yet. Today has been a lot. I need some time to think things through. To process this. You sleep. I'll keep watch.
You know, don't think I haven't noticed those teeth of his. Something is off about him. I thought maybe a vampire, but it was out in the daylight. I'll have to keep a close watch on this one. Be polite about it. Thank you. I'll sleep better for that.
The pleasure is all mine. Sweet dreams.
Ugh. A little too oily for my tastes. Lae'Zel, well, glad we found you. You know of a cure.
A monster forms inside us, yet you waste time with idle chatter.
And this is the reason why I would be hesitant to pay to bring back everybody. If she were to die. She's got a stuffed ogre head there. Okay. Is that a mind flare head? How'd she get that? A little, yeah, don't really want to bother her by touching her stuff. Water. If only we had someone to sell all these items we picked up. A fallen tree. Well, fallen tree is a fallen tree, but the only thing you can do with it is either sit on it or cut it up. Use it for firewood. Okay, so these are things that I've sent back that we couldn't carry. Mask of the Shapeshifter. The magic of this mask comes from its glory provenance and makes it perfect for the discerning actor, sleuth, or person with a mirror and time to kill. It's a spell. Okay. What's this chest? This chest bears the faint likeness of 6 noble figures from a far-off near mythical land. Drake General Die. Combine this die with the equipment item to alter the colors of the fabric, leather, and even metal. Alright, I still haven't picked up a longsword. I'd prefer to have one over this hammer, but I do just as well with a hammer. Shadowheart?
Doing the rounds, are you? You'd better get some rest. What were you two talking about?
What were we two talking about? What do you mean?
You and Gale.
Ah. We were just discussing the next steps. She's awfully suspicious. Look at her face.
I see. I'd be careful with Gale.
You don't trust many, do you? You don't trust him? Oh, I wasn't confiding in anyone. I was just talking.
So am I. If we're to survive, we need to trust each other.
I agree.
You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us.
Well, most certainly.
If we focus on that.
Yes. Agreed, the sooner we find someone to help us, the better.
Good. We might even get lucky and find one right away. As I see it, we're overdue some good fortune. Rest well.
Awfully suspicious, and she's hiding that item. Whatever it is. But at least she doesn't have a ogre or mind flayer head in her personal effects.
Another step forward.
So, I suppose it's time to rest. Nice long rest. I'll try to sleep away from Asterion in case it really is a vampire. Alright, we have camp supplies. Let's add up the little things first. Well, seems like the large one's quite heavy, but let's get rid of the little things first. There we go. A full rest. Yes, I guess we can look at my spells now. Decide what I want to have. Let me look at this and rearrange it how I like. Okay, well that looks good. Not sure what to do about that undead fellow over there.
May it please, Mistra.
At least things have stayed interesting. Swift as my feet can carry me.
I grew up with a short bow. Certainly know how to hit them. It's different when you have a moving target, though, with armor. Make sure I don't hit that undead fellow over there.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Alright then. Anything else around this camp that is interesting? I'm thinking we should take Lae'Zel with us. Unfortunately, that means leaving someone behind, and I would say Gale would have to be the one to stay. Not that I want to leave him, I actually would really like him to come along. But I'd also like Shadowheart to come with us, since she seems to be the only one in my corner that at least likes me somewhat. Lae'Zel.
Speak up.
Chatter already? Tusky.
Tusky. Does that mean worthless one? Worthless thing to do? You look so unusual. Githyanki are rare in these parts.
I expect I am your first.
You are? I have heard of Githyanki, I've just never met one before.
Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake.
I'd say the opposite of yours. As if your upturned bat snout is any better.
Better is an opinion, but mine is certainly more economical, disciplined, dignified.
I don't see it that way. Alright. Anyways, do you know much about mind flayers?
I understand much beyond your comprehension.
I assume
More
that.
to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
Well, that's how I figure things out, too. That's how we all do. We talk about it. Well, do you know what happens if we don't find a cure?
Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born.
That's not going to happen. We will find a cure.
Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
Nothing has happened? Oh, that's odd. So you're worried we haven't changed. This is good news.
Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Anyways, I'd like you to join me.
You've no room. Dismiss your weakest warrior.
Alright then. Let's go speak to Gale then.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
A Githyanki joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated, but a welcome one nonetheless.
She's a little rough around the edges, I think. Tell me more about yourself.
Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, City of Splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There.
Doesn't seem like a bad sort. Don't stop there. You must have many stories to tell about your adventures as an archmage.
Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
Alright, I'll try peering into his mind. If he won't open up, I'll sneak in. Alright.
Try as you might to breach his inner thoughts, Gale swats your efforts away with infuriating ease.
I have a very disciplined mind. Those tricks won't work on me.
Listen, I'm
Please
just...
don't try that again unless I invite you to.
Understandable. Like, just getting used to this situation that we're in. It's almost becoming natural to use this tadpole in my brain. Alright, well, I need you to remain in camp for a while, rather than on the road with me.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but
So do
be it.
I. Perhaps we'll travel again later.
I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Alright, don't use that to intrude on people's thoughts.
Best be on my way.
As I said, I am getting used to this. I'd prefer Gale with me, but Lae'Zel knows how to cure us apparently, so she must come.
Speak.
I'd like you to join with me now.
It is done.
I hope I don't regret it. Yes, quite the warrior she is. Tougher than I am in raw combat. Wouldn't want to face her. But I also have tricks of my own. Asterion?
I am enjoying the latest addition to our little group. Lae'Zel is delightful. In a very look at me twice and I'll dismember you kind of way, of course.
Alright. I did want to get to know Gale a little better, but... Shadowheart?
Lae'Zel has a dangerous look in her eyes. Let's just hope she reserves those impulses for any common foes.
I think the same. I want to talk about all that's happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How am I holding up in your estimations?
I must admit, you've been a surprise, and not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
I seem to have made a friend. This is why I need her with me. That and her combat and healing abilities. We should get to know each other a little more.
Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
Oh, is that how you want to play it? You don't want to talk about yourself?
I should hope not. Have you ever heard the people who want to talk about themselves? I'm doing you a favor.
Oh. Okay, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Maybe I'd like to get to know you better.
Sweet of you, but don't worry. I'm sure you'll get to know me just fine by traveling together. No need for interrogations just yet.
Just yet. If that's what you prefer, I can respect that.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
Is there anything else here? I have searched through the traveler's chest, yes. Everything that we don't need, I've put there. I would like to encounter a merchant to sell what we have. Let's across this way. Oh, what is that? Magic mirror. Strange things at our camp, not just the people. I wouldn't mind rubbing this paint off. Let's see about that. There we go. My father put that on me before I left. And, to tell you the truth, it's been nothing but bad luck. Even though it's supposed to signify good luck. In my experience in Athkatla, especially. And then being taken aboard with the Nautiloid while in Baldur's Gate. And having this tadpole implanted in my brain. So, why would you have these things here? A stuffed hyena head, maybe she hunted it herself? She has a grindstone for her sword. Alright, well, I think that's everything here. Well, wait, there's more over here. Invasion plans for the Sword Coast. This map of the Sword Coast sprawls from the deep forest of Tether to the frigid spine of the world. His topography worn by ancient ink and the constant trade between mortal hands. The forest of Tether's Imnisvale is just north of there. It kind of brushes up against the very tip of it. I don't always miss home, but under these circumstances I kind of miss how things were. Not the tadpole. Yes.
Everyone else minds their business. I'll be fine.
Ah. Practicing to sneak. You've got one of those
I spy
telescopes.
with my little eye. Nothing of note, really. Have to keep going.
Stone bed there.
I'll give it a shot.
Let's leave the camp now. Dallied enough. Get back out there to where we were. Okay. So, we've pretty much explored this whole area. We don't have a shovel yet to dig up whatever was buried outside of the ruins. And you can see the Nautiloid has taken up a lot of the area. Cliffs? Isn't this where we pulled out Gale? I think it is. Okay, so why don't we look around here and then come back this way? Probably nothing down here. But we do need to explore.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Got to stop thinking of that thing in there. Oh,
Maybe
mushroom over there.
Pockets.
Another short bow. For some reason. Take it. They did say there's goblins around here. We saw goblin bodies as well. Damaged snare trap.
Broken. Must have been here a while.
Does that have something to do with where Lae'Zel was being kept? So I'm wondering if we'll encounter anybody else that was in the Nautiloid. At this point, probably not, but I don't want to run over that. Not a good place to go. What's this? A spike trap?
Another broken trap. Who made these things?
It's a big one. Must have come down when the Nautiloid crashed. Ah, shovel.
I hear shouting up ahead.
We should check it out, but be careful.
Okay, wait, there's a shovel here. Let's see if I can't dig up whatever's buried. A chest? Okay. Silver ingot and gold. 44 gold. Can't really clearly hear what's being said. Or where its direction's coming from. I just know it's in this area. Maybe we'll have a better look up here. Hurry, please, the goblins are on us. Open the gate, you stubborn bastard. A gate? What is that up there? There's somebody there. Refusing to open the gate.
Looking ahead.
Okay.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
Ah. Another of the sigils can quickly travel back and forth. Here. That's what we can use this for. Okay, so we'll use that in a moment. Pick up this balsam. Anything else? Well, we'll come right back, but there's another place to dig up. Wow. Starting to like that. I don't want to go back inside. Actually, I don't want to return that at all, ever, until we have, how do we get up? So we go this way? Till we have, a trap removal kit. I think I'm going the right way. Where's that Monflare that was still alive? Oh. Why don't we just come here? Oh well. As I said, I am new to this. Still learning. That dirt mound is right there.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
Wonderful conversation you two are having. Ah. Mage armor, featherfall, color spray, and 4 gold. Alright, well that's that. Let's get over to where those people are shouting. Use this, waypoint? Starting to like that. Alright, what's going on over here?
Open the bloody gate!
Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
Is that a warg?
By the nine hells! Open the gate!
They're going to get killed if we don't do anything.
Damnable roach!
Who's this?
Provoke the blade!
And suffer its sting.
Well, I suppose we'll go and help them.
We'll do it my way. Let's move.
What is that thing? Seems like a bugbear. Typical goblin. I swear that's a warg. I've seen them before. Alright. The bugbear. Nice hit. Whoever that is, he certainly knows how to fight. There's goblins up here, too.
Taking position.
My turn.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Got him. It's one of the mages, or shaman, or whatever it is.
Scout! Get to the high ground! Raiders! Charge the bastards! For the absolute!
For the what? The grease over there. Stay out of it, Shadowheart. And definitely don't set us afire if you're going to use your flame firebolt. This seems to be one of their leaders. One of their bosses. Hit him.
By sickle and sword, strike them down!
Took it down. Good hit.
Let's go.
Got to get past this grease. Ah, been poisoned. Got it.
delicious.
Seems like Astarion is someone you definitely want in your party. Been poisoned. I don't have anything to stop the poison other than to heal this damage.
On my way.
Got to move.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
Done good, but I'm poisoned.
Probably little beasts after. This place doesn't look like much.
Didn't last very long, now did it? Goblin Scimitar. Bugbear. Javelin. Morning Star. You know what, I'm going to take a few of these javelins. I know I have like 3 on me, now I have 5. War Fang. Take that.
If not over, then through.
Alright, their leader over here. Spiked shield. What is this? Gloves of power. These provide additional aid to anyone who bear the Absolute's mark upon their neck. You know what? I could sell them. I don't know if I'd want to use it, but we'll see.
What's in here?
Gold. Ritual staff. Bullywug trumpet. Combine 3 of these to create a suspension. Oh, what's wrong with me? It's a mushroom. I really want to pick up all their cruddy bows. I believe this is the last one. Alright, can we come in as well? Or did we lose our chance? Let's go inside. So who are these people?
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
I've seen much bloodier battles than this. Consider yourselves lucky.
And who the hell are you again?
Show some respect. This man saved your pathetic life.
Well, I didn't ask for any goddamn help.
Please, you were begging me to open the gate. Anything to save yourself, you coward!
The human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
More violence won't bring back those you lost. Stop and think.
You're right. There's too much at stake.
Worried about your precious hides, the both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
At least I calmed them down.
Be on their way.
I'm more worried about this parasite than a few goblins. We need a healer.
Where is this crutch you keep talking about? Okay.
You never hurt anyone. You always knew what to say.
What to do?
So, is he the leader here?
Forgive that display. Aradin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor.
I'm Siren Sahandran.
Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
So you won't be here either. Why are they forcing you out?
There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave.
I see.
We're no fighters.
This ritual, is there no way to convince the druids to stop it?
I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
Not that I haven't seen the odd tiefling before or spoken to them, but it always just amazes me. The fire in their eyes like that. Interesting. I'll see what I can do.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
Make them see sense. I don't know if a druid could help. But, Lae'Zel keeps on talking about this crutch that's just north of here or something. Not exactly sure where we are.
I care about our lives, our futures.
A lot of tieflings here.
Just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Take that back, right now.
Hello.
Refugees,
Halfling?
adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Are you really locking down the grove?
I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
What about the people here?
We druids will be safe.
We? You're one
As
of
for
them.
those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels.
You just said that the region's overrun by monsters. They won't survive by themselves.
As I said, it's a drastic measure, but the survival of the grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone.
I'm looking for a healer.
I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights. She should be with the others
I
in the
actually
inner chambers.
heard someone
But I
speak
doubt
of
she'll
her.
be taking on new patients. The Grove will be locked down soon.
What you selling?
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Alright, well, let's see what I can do about selling some of our excess loot. I think that'll do for now.
Sylvanas, guide your path.
Alright, so, I did purchase a cheap leather helmet to help. Looks a little silly on me, but it will help me. Better than that hat I had found on the beach. And Gloves of Power, I was wondering if maybe this shouldn't go to Asterion. Also, another thing that can go to him is Trap Disarm Toolkit. Bought some of these. And I've been looking at this Amulet of Lost Voices. It enables one to speak with the dead, so I think I will try that on. And that looks good for now. Okay, Asterion.
Careful, I bite.
Gives him more sleight of a hand. Hey, none of us took a single injury for that fight. Interesting. The Shadowheart has increased in her skill. Can't argue with that. Same thing with our Githyanki friend. She's becoming a champion. Alright, let's see if we can't speak to this druid. I don't know who it is.
Know these people.
That doesn't matter.
Of
One
course
step
it
at a
does.
time.
You would choose strangers over
No
us.
time to rest.
That's not what I said.
Can we stop shouting?
Hells, we can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
You should all stay. A single blade could make a difference.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zerg. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throats slit by Goblin Blade.
Thank you, Roland.
Well, it's a bit more protection
On my
for
way.
everybody.
Die if I met Leroic and reeking of this place.
Hello?
This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
These are ox. Certainly are a lot of tieflings here. Is that the one that came down with his rapier and saved the three trapped by the gate?
I should speak
Like to
up.
speak.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Good advice, child. You do well to listen.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
So were you. Yes, and we both carry parasites.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Wyll chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit!
What's going on?
You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
A devil's advocate? Do you think she'll bring the blood war to Faerun?
That ship sailed the Styx already. All I can hope for is to limit the damage. Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
I'm looking to cure this infection. I suggest we partner up.
Just so you know, my first duty is Karlach. I'm oath-bound to go after her. But I won't deny this infection is bothersome. I accept your invitation. You'll need to make room if you want to partner up, though. Still,
of course.
When the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer.
Alright, then go to my camp and wait for me.
A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids. Spare a story or two.
I didn't actually get much of a chance to fight. I was on my rear for some of it. Be strong and watch over your kin. In trust there is victory.
Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
It is interesting that they are teaching young children like this to fight, but then I was taught at a similar age. By my father and my grandmother, as well as my own mother. More the bow than anything else, but a little bit of everything. A is for Azuth and the other gods, one. Alright, we still have to find this druid. Hello?
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Yes, and I do suggest you do as she says.
Lower.
That's enough, Lae'Zel. I'll take it from here.
You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses?
Listen, enough, Lae'Zel. You will be silent. Come on, stand up.
Thanks. What do you want from me?
Information. Where did you see the Githyanki?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side. Man, I just ran.
The map. Show me.
Alright, Lae'Zel, you got what you needed. And, well, anyways, thanks for your help, and apologies for my companion.
No hard feelings.
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
He's saying...
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
You think I'm one of your subordinates? No, we're partners. You treat me with respect.
Kenyak, your tantrum proves you no wiser than a hatchling.
This is a tantrum?
The sling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
Okay, so what do you mean purification?
The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite.
Okay.
By covenant, I can say no more.
Did you say tiefling?
I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Faerun.
Faerun. No, it's Faerun. What does that mean? You're too good to pronounce it properly. I don't know what to think about her. She is extraordinarily rough. Thinking that she's in charge of this group and of me. This won't be easy to try to balance it out with her so we can get cured. That is important. But I'll make sure she doesn't do anything particularly wrong. However, I won't take her garbage.
Shining star of my